Doing? It's Saturday. I'm stuck in Erie, Pennsylvania with a snowstorm. We got feet and feet of snow. More snow than you can imagine. How y'all doing? I'm stuck in Erie with feet and feet of snow, and I ain't got nothing else to do. So I decided to do a breakdown of what I've been going through since 2006. Racism don't work without black cooperation, but it ain't gonna end without white participation. You feel me? And I got a lot of my white friends that helped me get to where I'm at. Because the black community, they left me in the mud. Governor Westmore, you a black man, first black governor, and you won't open your mouth about racism. Governor O'Malley put me in jail. Governor O'Malley tried to have me locked up. Governor O'Malley tried to kill me in 2010. Y'all had Baltimore City Police come in my house and put guns in my head. And y'all never did an investigation about that. I turned in the gun task force in 2006. All right? And it's all right here in the book. Baltimore Rewired, the money behind the machine. It shows your judges, your lawyers, and your politicians. They get paid to lock up black America. Not just Baltimore, but America. Chicago, New York, Philadelphia. It's a blueprint for corruption. Right here. It's a blueprint for corruption. I named your judges. Welcome to the shit show. And I got a lot of shit to show you. Y'all made me famous for toilets. See the toilet? Called Potty Training Politicians. That's Benjamin Jealous, NAACP. Alright? Like I said, racism don't work without black cooperation. Benjamin Jealous, Colby Little, Joshua Harris, C.D. Witherspoon. Yeah, y'all seen the C.D. Witherspoon meltdown? Google search C.D. Witherspoon meltdown. I left a toilet in front of the federal courthouse. It was about the corruption. And C.D. Witherspoon got mad because C.D. Witherspoon was trying to get paid off of the inmates in Baltimore City. Just like Doc Cheatham when he filed that lawsuit. Well, I went to file a class action lawsuit for $2.5 billion about the prison industry because there's no oversight in the prison industry. You got a war on drugs, and that war on drugs ain't nothing but a war on the black community. Ask Trump. Remember the Central Park 5 when he took that full page ad out on us, on the black community, accusing those men of a rape that they didn't commit? You got a lot of that Karen shit going on now. Matter of fact, Fox 45 is famous for it. So we're going to tell a story about Fox 45. Because I put a toilet in front of Fox 45 and y'all charged me with terrorism. Said I was a terrorist. Activism ain't terrorism. Asselbrook with an ass. When Fox 45 came to your event at Pastor Dante Hickman's church, I asked you a question. Do blacks have rights in white America? I asked Mackenzie Frost that. And anywhere Mackenzie Frost is at, I'm going to be at. Anywhere I see Fox 45, I'm shutting you fuckers down. You got a problem with me, lock me up. I ain't got a problem going to jail. It's called a good kind of trouble. See that? That's Maryland. That's Maryland. And that's Governor Westmore. Did you use the toilet today? You're going to think about me tomorrow. That's we the people. All right? We the people. I got a constitutional right of freedom of speech. First Amendment. That means that I can put this little white man in my stories anytime I choose to. You're going to be my selling point for the next 4 years. You're going to make me money. Change your product, don't change your hustle. Pimping ain't easy, but it got to be done. You ain't just got to pimp females. You can pimp politicians. Because Donald Trump paid a lot of politicians. He paid a lot of media. And he made a lot of relationships that put him in the position he in. So before he get wild and crazy, we're going to put that shit in check. That's Ivan Bates. All right? And right there is the office of Governor Westmore. All right? Income tax evasion, identity theft, fraud. All right? You got all that? Scott Shellenberger. And all you got to do is pull up my paperwork. Because, see, I own me. I own me. Shorty's Underground Ribs. I own all parts of me since 1998. That means that Jake Davis can't sign my checks. That means that Jake Davis couldn't be in that building because I fired Jake Davis in November of 2006. I fired Jake in 2006. He was not working for me. He had no business on the property. Bank of America, SunTrust Bank, James Hammond, Paul Weinblatt participated in fraud. I'm a whistleblower, and I gave y'all all that information. I was making a movie, Letters Design, and it's covered under the First Amendment of the Constitution. Letters Design. It's also my whistleblower, the movie. Alright? I ain't a snitch, because that Stop Snitching video is what got us in trouble. That's Ivan Bates, and that's notarized. Ivan Bates, Hassan Giordano, we're going to bring y'all's paperwork to court, because Fox 45 paid Ivan Bates. Sinclair Broadcasting paid Ivan Bates to beat Marilyn Mosby. Sinclair Broadcasting made Marilyn Mosby, they poster child to beat up on for years, because they wanted Ivan Bates in place to lock up Black Baltimore, the juvenile justice system. You locking up 10-year-old kids. If you locking up 10-year-old kids and you getting $47,000 a year for a 10-year-old and you keep him for 50 years, how much money is you making off a black person? Slavery in under the 13th Amendment. Right here. So we don't have no misunderstandings. That's court records. See the court date? See the date? The court case? Right here. Fox 45 charged me, and I was supposed to go to court in Baltimore City on the 26th of November. Ivan Bates refused to take me to court because I was going to bring these toilets to court, and we was going to have a conversation about this right here. That's the House Judiciary Committee. Jim Jordan. All right? And it clearly states, follow Mr. Davis on Facebook, on X, on Instagram. Social media for social change. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. And this is where it all started. Right here. That's the Baltimore Sun, Armstrong Williams, Sinclair Broadcasting, David Smith, and Governor O'Malley. Alright? They put a lot of money in Governor O'Malley's hands. But they forgot. Get Shorty. Yeah. I'm in Baltimore. I'm all over Baltimore. You feel me? Get Shorty. That's Mr. Bumby from the Oreos. I was making a movie. Documentary. Shorty documentary. That's Governor Larry Hogan. Alright? Governor Larry Hogan made $4 billion off the prison industry while he was in office. Made a lot of money off the prison industry. And he made a lot of deals with the real estate. So if Blagojevich can go to jail, so can Governor Hogan. I'm not McGrath. I'm not dead. My paperwork is in the Attorney General's office. My paperwork is in Eric Barron's office. My paperwork is in President Trump's hands. So if you got the evidence and you got the knowledge and you ain't doing nothing, then you makes you parties to a crime. That's a criminal conspiracy. You call it the RICO Act. This the cover-up crew. That's Tessa and Marilyn Mosby. See who that is? That's T.J. Smith and Marilyn Mosby. T.J. Smith used to work for for Commissioner Davis. He came here from Anne Arundel County. And Anne Arundel County Commissioner Davis kidnapped a little black boy and did some shit, and y'all didn't do shit to him about that. Y'all gave him a job in Baltimore. T.J. Smith, you paid T.J. Smith $1 million to drop out the race for being mayor. You paid T.J. Smith to drop out the race. And then you gave him a job at WBAL. Follow the money. These are the supporters of Shorties. Alright? These are the supporters of Shorties. Racism don't work without black cooperation, but it ain't going to end without white participation. And I had white people fight my fight. Like I said, I was supposed to go to court. Alright? I was supposed to go to court. And that's Senator Ben Cardin's 2023. I use mail receipts because my brother is a postal inspector. My brother said if you want to catch somebody, use the mail. So I sent everybody certified mailings. Those certified mailings mean that you got to produce what I sent you. If you can't produce it, I can. We're going to go to the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts because you violated my rights. Ain't no law against making a movie. Like I said, I want to go to court. And my paperwork is in order. Governor Westmore got my paperwork. City, county, state, and federal levels. I exhausted my remedies under the law. That's Senator Ben Cardin's. And that's Ivan Bates. See the date? Ivan Bates had this. So everything that Ivan Bates got, you got to turn over for a federal investigation. It's called Operation Greylord. The same way that they did it in Chicago, we're going to do it in Baltimore. He who knows his past can control his future. I know about Operation Greylord. I participated in that. I had a gun case where I paid a lawyer $200 to make the case go away. And that same gun I had then, I used in the shooting. All right? 1982, territorial drug dispute. Google it. Dwayne Davis, south side of Waukegan, Illinois. Yeah, I shot a man because the man tried to shoot me. Territorial drug dispute. The war on drugs. See that? P.O. Box 38. See the date? 2011. That's Patrick Fitzgerald from the Department of Justice. And we the inmates. You feel me? We the inmates. We the inmates of the Lake County Jail was abused while we was in jail. See the date? 2011. And these other inmates, it makes it a class action lawsuit. It makes it a class action lawsuit. Because you did it to a class of people. See the date? Greg Bernstein had this. Ivan Bates got this. Governor Westmore has this. Governor Westmore has this. And Governor Westmore, you ain't protecting black people. You feel me? I'm not George Floyd. I'm not George Floyd. I'm not Tyrone West. I'm not Anthony Anderson. I'm not Maurice Donald Johnson. I'm not Anthony Flemings. I'm still alive and breathing. I'm not Daryl DeSuter. I'm not Robert Clay. I'm still here today. And if you go to this man right here, he got all my evidence. He got all my evidence. And I videotaped the 2024 session in Annapolis. Racism don't work without black cooperation. Our black leadership refuses to defend black people in Maryland. If y'all ain't getting paid, y'all turning the other way. Delegate Stephanie Smith, you a lawyer. You can lose your license. Senator Antonio Hayes has a book called I Am Dred Scott. Corey McCrae, I've been pushing your buttons, the no buttons. So Baltimore, rewired. The money behind the machine. The great race debate. You feel me? It's all right here. Remember Stephen Janis from Fox 45? I gave Stephen Janis from Fox 45 in 2014 everything. Stephen Janis and his girlfriend, that his girlfriend or his wife, whoever she's dealing with. And y'all got mad because I was checking them and checking them. Wherever I see y'all at, I'm going to check you. The same way I sold drugs and held people accountable when I was selling drugs, I'm going to do the same shit to y'all. I ain't selling drugs no more. I'm selling freedom. And I'm fighting for freedom. And fighting for that freedom, I applied for Martin Luther King's job. See the date? I applied for Martin Luther King's job and y'all locked me up. Y'all locked me up. So we're going to end this where we started it at. In a court of law. That's Dwayne G. Davis. And that's Fox 45. See the court? See that? That's Fox 45. I was falsely accused of a bomb threat. Alright? So the same way that I want a trial. I'm not Emmett Till. I don't stutter when I talk. I'm the cook in Baltimore. And everybody know me. Everybody. Dante Hickman. Pastor Dante Hickman know me. Todd Urey know me. Governor O'Malley know me. His wife Katie O'Malley know me. Everybody in Baltimore know me. TMZ.com know me because they called me. Shorty, pull your mask up? No, we're going to unmask Baltimore. That's Jeff Majors and Shorty. That's Dick Gregory and Shorty. That's Mark Clark from the Mark Clark Show at Fox 45. That's Mark Clark. When I say racism don't work without black cooperation, Mark Clark been silent, ain't opened his mouth because he getting a check from that white man. That's Parliament Funkadelic and Shorty. Summer Jams. Remember that? This special agent Richard McFeely from the FBI. Alright, see the date? See that right there? It says attorney-client privilege. Attorney-client privilege. Mr. Saunders. I fired Thomas Saunders because Thomas Saunders didn't want to do his job. When you go to court, the judge, the lawyer, you got a judge, you got a state attorney, and you got a defense attorney. Well, my defense attorney wanted me to plead guilty to a terrorist act. I'm not going to plead guilty to something I didn't do. I wanted a jury trial, and I won my jury trial. At the conclusion of a trial, if a defendant is found innocent, he's supposed to be compensated freely, duly, in the expense and convenience of the government. Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and the state of Maryland owe me $250 million in intellectual property theft because I was making a movie. Baltimore, Rewired, the money behind the machine. So now I'm out in Baltimore County because you wouldn't take me to court in Baltimore City. I'm in Baltimore County. Right here. District Court of Baltimore County. All right. Sinclair Broadcasting. Sinclair Broadcasting tried to hit me with a peace order talking about I can't be around they reporters. If I see you in the streets, I'm going to shut you down. You got FCC violations. And Brendan Carr, you got to take them. Because I've been tagging you in everything I've been doing. Brendan Carr, FCC. Donald Trump put you in front of FCC. He's going to put you up for nomination. So when you go up for nominations, remember me. Remember them toilets. Remember Governor Westmore. Remember we the people. Because this is it. I never got a trial. And like I said, I'm not Emmett Till. I never got a trial. Right here. I fired my lawyer and defended myself. And this is my witness list. Alright, you see who that is? That's Pastor Caples, Mark Davis, Lionel Farmer, Herbert Stackhouse, Art Peterson from the Waukegan New Sun, inmates from the Lake County Jail, Earl Whitehead, before Earl Whitehead died from Whitehead's Barbershop, Renee Whitehead, Angie Wilson from Jesus Name, Ruth Wilson, Hugo Estrada, alright, Lamont Pressberry, these are inmates, Mayor Rockingham, Mayor Hyde, Buddy Carpenter, Dennis Sawyer. I filed my paperwork because, like I said, I'm a lawyer. And this is inmates. All right? Inmate request. Mayor Brandon Scott got a movie coming out called Body of Politics. Well, this is called Get Shorty, Pull Your Mask Up. It's a movie about Brandon Scott. All about Mayor Brandon Scott. Like I said, if Kwame Kilpatrick can go to jail, so can you. Release all material to the voters. Alright, that's 98 Rock, ABC, NBC, Fox 45. See the date? See the date? Community in Crisis? That's Fox 45. That's 2009, 1402 Lochner. You kidnapped me from my home. Ex-felons got a right to vote. And you did voter suppression. You feel me? Voter suppression. See that? So we don't make no misunderstandings. This is the Department of Justice. Eric Barron from the Department of Justice, that's a certificate of identity. That's notarized. Whistleblower, the movie. Alright? December 2023. It's December 2024. Alright? And that's notarized. Say if you want to hide something, hide it in a book. And I hid it in a book. Baltimore. All about Mayor Brandon Scott. I'm Brandon Scott. We share a date. 12/26. Your son's birthday and my birthday. I'll be 65 this year. Alright? I'll be 65 this year. So we're going to end this where we started this at. See that? That's me. Get Shorty. See the date? November 2006. I'm still alive and breathing. You feel me? I'm still alive and breathing. And we talk about new Jim Crow. I'm a weaver in Baltimore. Weaving the social fabric. That's evidence. I'm the founding member of the Baltimore block. Activism ain't terrorism. Like I said, I'm making moves and I'm making movies. I got 13 movies, 13 books. And this is Governor Westmore. You the star of the show. That's Governor Westmore? That's Governor Westmore. And this is Westmore's letter. Alright? It's all in the book. It's all in the book. Clearly states exoneration or writ of certiorari to the Supreme Court. Right here. See that? Dwayne Shorty Davis, N62528. See the names on here? Governor Larry Hogan, Adrian Jones, Bill Ferguson, Stephanie Smith, Attorney General Anthony Brown, Department of Justice Eric Barron, Mayor Brandon Scott, Ivan Bates, Mary Barbera, Judge Carrion, Judge Cox, Xavier Conway, the clerk of the court, and Bernard Bell. Bernard Bell. I'm supposed to get access to the grand jury. See who that is? That's Robert Bell, Chief Judge of the Appellate Courts. 2007. Private citizen appearing before the grand jury. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Well, I want to go to the grand jury. And President Trump going to be my main witness. Trump and Shorty, 2024. Project 2025? No. We're going to end this before it gets started. You're creating a criminal enterprise. That's the RICO Act. You got the Justice Department. You got the FCC. You got Armstrong Williams. You got David Smith. Well, we're going to go to court. To dismantle the master's house, you got to use the master's tools. And I'm using the master's tools. Right here, whistleblower. And that's Fox 45. Alright? Say if you want to hide it in a book. We're talking about the new Jim Crow. The new Jim Crow. Delegate Stephanie Smith, the Maryland Black Delegation. Y'all locking up 10-year-old kids. Racism don't work without black cooperation. That's black cooperation. And it's we the people. We clear on this? We the people. Activism ain't terrorism. I'm going to terrorize you with the truth from more toilets. Did you use the toilet today? You're going to think about me tomorrow. Promise you that. That's Speaker Jones. That's Governor Glendenning. And that's Benjamin Jealous. You go to Found Studios, you can find my toilets. I'm selling toilets at Found Studios. Potty training politicians. People pay attention to dumbass shit. This some dumbass shit.